What if the biggest mistake you're making with a woman isn't saying the wrong thing? What if it's never giving her enough space to feel your absence? Think about it. You text her first, you check in, you reply within seconds, you rearrange your plans whenever she wants your attention. And when she becomes distant, you panic. You tell yourself, if I don't reach out, she'll forget me. But what if the opposite is true? What if your constant presence is actually making you easier to take for granted? Because sometimes, the moment you stop chasing isn't the moment you lose her. It's the moment you finally discover whether she was ever willing to come toward you. And today, we're going to uncover why constant availability can destroy attraction, why silence can reveal the truth, and how stepping back can help you rebuild something far more important than her attention, your own self-respect. Let's begin. The trap of constant presence. Many men misunderstand silence. They think being quiet means being cold. They think stepping back means being weak. Or they believe that if they aren't constantly visible, a woman will simply forget them. But this fear creates a dangerous cycle. You send a message. She doesn't respond immediately. You wait, then you send another. You tell yourself you're just checking in. Then another message. Maybe you ask if everything is okay. Deep down, though, you're not communicating. You're looking for reassurance. You're asking her behavior to prove that you still matter. And slowly, your phone becomes a prison. Your mood depends on whether she responds. If she texts you, your entire day improves. If she doesn't, you start overthinking. You analyze her last message. You check when she was online. You look at her social media. You wonder if she's talking to someone else. And suddenly, you're no longer living your own life. You're reacting to hers. That's the trap. You think you're keeping the relationship alive, but you're actually removing the space where curiosity, independence, and mutual effort can exist. Always being available can become predictable. Imagine something that is always there. You don't think about it very much. The floor beneath your feet, the ceiling above you, the sound of a refrigerator running in the background. You notice these things when they're missing. But when they're always present, your brain stops paying attention. Relationships can sometimes develop the same pattern. If she knows you'll always answer immediately, if she knows you'll always initiate, if she knows you'll always forgive, if she knows you'll always come back, then your attention can begin to feel guaranteed. And anything that feels guaranteed can become easy to take for granted. This doesn't mean you should intentionally become unavailable. It means you shouldn't make yourself available at the expense of your own life. There's a huge difference. A confident man isn't difficult to reach because he's playing a game. He's simply not sitting around waiting for someone else to give his life meaning. He has somewhere to go, something to build, something to accomplish, and that independence changes the entire dynamic. Stop orbiting. One of the biggest mistakes a man can make is turning a woman into the center of his universe. Call it the satellite habit. You start orbiting around her. Her mood determines your mood. Her response determines your confidence. Her attention determines your happiness. Her distance determines whether you have a good day or a terrible one. You've handed someone else the keys to your emotional state. And that's dangerous, because now you're not leading your own life. You're waiting for signals. You're waiting for permission to feel good. You're waiting for her to confirm that you're still important. But attraction becomes much healthier when two people have their own lives and choose to come together, not when one person abandons his life to revolve around the other. You need your own center, your own friends, your own goals, your own interests, your own standards, your own direction. When you have those things, a relationship becomes something you add to your life. It doesn't become the thing that gives your life value. Why space matters. Think about a fire. A fire needs fuel, but it also needs oxygen. If you keep adding wood while completely smothering the flames, eventually the fire struggles to breathe. Relationships can be similar. Attention matters, communication matters, affection matters. But so does space. If you're constantly texting, constantly checking in, constantly asking questions, constantly demanding reassurance, there is no room for the other person to experience your absence. And here's something important. Someone cannot miss your presence if they never get the chance to experience your absence. That doesn't mean disappearing to manipulate them. It means allowing the relationship to breathe, allowing her to initiate sometimes, allowing her to wonder about you, allowing yourself to live your own life, and most importantly, allowing reality to reveal itself. The anxiety of absence. When you're constantly present, your absence has no meaning. But when you have established yourself as someone with his own life, stepping back can create a noticeable change. She may wonder why you're quieter. She may notice that you're no longer sending the usual messages. She may begin thinking about the conversations you've had. She may become curious about what you're doing. But don't misunderstand this. The goal isn't to make her anxious. The goal isn't to make her jealous. The goal isn't to manipulate her emotions. The goal is to stop doing all the emotional work yourself. Because if you are always the one moving toward her, you'll never know whether she would have moved toward you. Stepping back gives her that opportunity, and her response gives you information. The hardest part is your own mind. Here's where most men fail. Not because they don't understand the idea, because they can't tolerate the silence. After a few days, anxiety starts talking. Maybe I should text her. Maybe she thinks I don't care. Maybe she's talking to another man. Maybe I'm losing her. And then comes the classic message. Hey, just checking in. But ask yourself honestly, are you sending that message because you genuinely have something important to say? Or because you're uncomfortable with not knowing what she's thinking? That's the test. Silence isn't difficult because there are no words. It's difficult because you have to sit with uncertainty without immediately trying to control it. And that is where self-control is built. Don't turn silence into a game. There's another trap. You can technically stop texting while still being completely obsessed. You're watching her stories, checking her online status, liking every post, posting things just to get her attention, waiting for her reaction. That's not independence. That's chasing from a distance. Real space requires you to actually redirect your attention. Put the phone down, go to the gym, work on your career, call a friend, start the project you've been delaying, improve your health, learn something, build something, live. Because the purpose of stepping back isn't to sit in silence and wait for her to rescue your ego. The purpose is to become so engaged with your own life that her attention is no longer your emotional oxygen. Reclaim your gravity. When a man loses himself in a relationship, he loses something extremely important. His gravity. He becomes emotionally weightless. He moves wherever her moods take him. If she's happy, he's happy. If she's distant, he's desperate. If she replies, he's relieved. If she doesn't, he's miserable. That's not love, that's dependence. And no healthy relationship should require one person to become responsible for the emotional stability of the other. A woman shouldn't have to carry your entire happiness. She should be able to join a life you're already building. That's a completely different energy. You aren't asking her to save you. You're inviting her to share something meaningful with you. And that begins with becoming responsible for your own life. What you should do. Instead, start with the basics. Stop sending double texts simply because you're anxious. Stop canceling your plans just because you hope she might call. Stop checking her social media for hidden messages. Stop analyzing every tiny detail. Stop trying to convince her to value you. Instead, give your attention to things that actually improve your life. Exercise, work, family, friends, purpose, personal growth. When your mind starts telling you that you need her attention, ask yourself, what can I do right now that makes my own life better? That question changes everything, because every minute you spend obsessing over her is a minute you aren't investing in yourself, and over time, that investment adds up. When she finally reaches out. Now imagine that you've actually stepped back. You've stopped chasing, you've rebuilt your routine, you're focused on your goals. And then one day, her name appears on your screen. Maybe she says, "Hey, how are you?" Maybe she sends a random meme. Maybe she asks about something small. Maybe she simply wants to see if you'll still respond instantly. This is where many men lose all their progress. The second they see her name, they experience a rush of excitement. They immediately respond. They send a huge paragraph. They explain how much they missed her. They tell her everything they've been thinking, and suddenly the old dynamic returns. So don't respond from hunger, respond from fullness. Be warm, be respectful, be yourself. But don't abandon your entire life because someone finally sent a message. You don't need to act cold. You don't need to wait exactly 3 hours. You don't need to play timing games. Simply respond naturally while continuing to live your life. That's real confidence. Let her actions speak. Don't judge the entire relationship by one message. Look at patterns. Does she consistently make an effort? Does she initiate conversations? Does she want to spend time with you? Does she respect your boundaries? Does she show genuine interest in your life? Does she contribute to the relationship? Those things matter more than a random late-night text. A single message doesn't necessarily mean she wants a relationship, but consistent effort tells you much more. And that's why stepping back can be so valuable. It gives you the opportunity to observe instead of constantly trying to influence the outcome. The ultimate goal isn't to make her chase. This is the most important lesson. The ultimate goal isn't to make a woman chase you. The goal isn't to create jealousy. The goal isn't to make her afraid of losing you. And the goal isn't to manipulate her emotions. The ultimate goal is to become a man who doesn't need to chase someone who isn't choosing him. That's a completely different mindset. If she comes back and genuinely wants to build something with you, you can decide whether she fits into the life you've created. If she doesn't come back, you haven't lost everything. You've gained yourself, you've gained your health, your focus, your confidence, your purpose, your peace. And most importantly, you've stopped measuring your worth by someone else's attention. The real victory. Imagine reaching the point where her text message is no longer the thing that determines whether you're happy. Imagine waking up and having goals that excite you. Imagine having a body you're proud of, a career you're building, friends you enjoy, a purpose that gives your days meaning. And then imagine her coming back into your life. At that point, she isn't your lifeline. She's an option, a possibility, someone you can choose, not someone you desperately need. And that's the real transformation. You don't become powerful because she finally wants you. You become powerful because you no longer need her approval to know your own value. So if you've been chasing someone who keeps giving you mixed signals, take a step back. Don't punish her. Don't manipulate her. Don't disappear to create fear. Simply stop abandoning yourself. Let the relationship breathe. Let her choose whether she wants to move toward you. And while you're waiting for that answer, don't wait around. Build, grow, improve, live. Because whether she returns or not, you should still be moving forward. And one day, you'll look back and realize that the person you were desperately trying to get back wasn't nearly as important as the person you became when you finally stopped chasing. Your silence isn't the victory. Your self-respect is. If you enjoyed this video and want more powerful content about female psychology, attraction, dating, confidence, and relationship advice, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video.